afternoon, fellow graduates, teachers, staff, and parents. I'm honored to stand before you today as we celebrate the end of our high school journey. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, let us take a moment to thank those who have supported us along the way. To our teachers and staff, thank you for your dedication and guidance. To our parents and families, thank you for your unwavering love and encouragement. Today we celebrate the accomplishments of our class. We've overcome challenges, pursued our passions, and discovered our strengths. As we move forward, let us remember the lessons we have learned and the memories we have shared. Congratulations, Class 2023. Here is our salutatorian, Cindy Magoo.
I just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who made it here today. I want to give a special thank you to all of our parents who had to deal with us day in and day out through the years. We wouldn't be the people who used to today if it wasn't for them. I especially want to thank the teachers that had to handle us for the past 13 years, especially our junior high ones, because I know we were definitely not the easiest. I'd also like to remember that we also played sand trap in 5th grade, and now I have to pay taxes, which is kind of sucks. But yeah, now I'd like to introduce Josie Easty. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming to our graduation ceremony. I'd like to take a moment to thank our teachers and administration for their unwavering support throughout our years in school. Without their guidance, we wouldn't be here today. I would also want to give a shout out to my classmates, especially to the 5 of us who have been together since kindergarten. We may be a weird bunch, but I wouldn't want to graduate with anyone else. Throughout the years in Hot Springs, we've shared so many memories together. Many people have joined our class and left, but the 8 that are here today are the ones I share the most memories with. We might not have always got along, but I know I can count on almost every one of you to be there if needed. We have taken many trips together, such as going to the lake after our 8th grade graduation, or going bowling together. The end of the year water balloon fights, especially when Lily specifically said she wouldn't fall down and drop the bucket, but she did. Buying Jared Red Bulls to get him to show up to school on time, and Mrs. Halsey even saying she would make breakfast for us all, even if he did as well. That also didn't last very long. I would also like to thank Crystal Graham for being our chauffeur or chaperone in almost any event that we had together. Being involved in clubs and sports has been a huge part of my high school and has helped me to grow as a person. I have been involved in FFA for 5 years and have learned so much from different competitions. I would like to thank Mr. Wright for choosing to move here and being one of our biggest supporters. Being a welding teacher and making it so we are able to test to become certified, which Garth and I are now 3G certified, which is vertical, and are able to take that with us when we graduate. Playing sports has helped me learn how to become a better teammate and created many good memories, such as both the boys and girls team having to push the bus when it got stuck on the flat ground when it was icy. Making the game-winning shot, playing St. Regis, and seeing Coach Jackson jump around like a crazy man. As we move on to the next chapter in our lives, it's hard to say goodbye to the comfort of the usual. But I have faith that we will all go on and do great things. I wish everyone the best of luck in their future plans. I would now like to introduce Mr. Wright, our guest speaker.
Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to be here today and speak at the graduation ceremony of my favorite class graduating this year. This will be the one time I will be able to talk without them trying to talk over me. Being asked to speak today is also very special for me. First is because 4 years ago, I was with this group in the same gym giving their 8th grade promotion speech alongside Mr. Herman. I'm honored to have been asked to speak once again for this class. Since that 8th grade promotion, I've gotten the privilege to watch this class grow as students, leaders, and as people. 4 years ago, Mr. Herman and I each also shared some of our thoughts and memories about each of these students, and I'd like to do so once again. Austin, you are one of the students that I have ever had. Moving on to Sydney. Sydney is a student, I'm just kidding. Austin, at your 8th grade graduation, I said I enjoyed having you in class, even if I didn't always enjoy your dancing. This is still mostly true. I still don't like your dancing. but you do it a lot less than you used to. I have truly enjoyed having you in class these past 5 years, but I definitely attribute at least a few gray hairs to you. I'm not sure if they are from our nationals trip, constantly having to return everything you leave in the classroom to you, or trying to talk to you as you're walking away from me at full speed. Even though you have been giving me some gray hairs, talking with you about sports and shoes, seeing your creative solutions to problems, watching you mature, and seeing you find happiness with Paige are memories that I will never forget, and I'm sorry that you didn't get to do milk evaluation. Sydney, the latest that I've ever had to stay at the school was 2 years ago, and I had to stay until about midnight. It was homecoming, and somebody, not naming any names, decided they didn't want to walk all the way back to the bonfire from the parking lot. So they decided to park their Mustang in the ditch during the bonfire. It was muddy, and of course the Mustang got stuck. After trying and failing to get it out, that student finally relented to calling her parents to come and help after several hours. Sydney, you are a very driven young lady who somehow was always busy during FFA meetings and events. You have well-laid plans set in front of you, and you are a go-getter. You will do well no matter what. Jared, I will be sending you an itemized bill of all the things that you've broken in the shop. And you have to pay that before you get your diploma, by the way. Your casual destruction of my shop equipment has been matched with carrying on your brother Jason's tradition of hurting yourself in the shop and making me practice my first aid. Fortunately, you offset the fact that you are a walking OSHA violation by being one of the hardest working young men that I have ever met. You have an unmatched work ethic, except when it comes to your homework. Jared, I consider myself lucky to have had you in my classes, and if I'm ever going to build a house, you will be my first call. I'm incredibly proud of you for finishing out your high school career so strong. Joshy, I firmly believe that given the chance, you would talk with me about knives or trucks all day long. I still have the packet of knife designs that you drew me hanging up on the wall by my computer. I was happy to see you come back to Hot Springs after you moved to California, and I was happier still to see that you were still the same goofy and fun kid that left. Coming back, you literally picked up where you left off and started 2 new knives. And if we wouldn't have run out of school time, you would have kept making more knives. Josh, I always look forward to seeing you because I know I will leave with a smile on my face. Stay the same fun, smiling, and caring person you are.
Yeah, buddy. Woo!
Tate, unfortunately, I only had the opportunity to have you in my class for 1 year. And I haven't gotten to know you as well as your classmates, and this is my loss. This year, when Miss Hawsey and I did the combined hot dog product project, you impressed me with your attention to detail and your desire to make everything perfect. You've also impressed me with your artistic abilities, and I admire your creativity and ability to create art. Tayton, continue to create and do great things. Garth, now that you're graduating, Jason and I are going to have to figure out who is going to do all the projects that we don't want to do. But on the plus side, I think both of our metal bills should drop significantly. While you were only here for 2 years, you made it feel like a lot longer, forcing me to come into the shop during the summer, after school, and on weekends. Honestly, my only real complaint is that we only got you for those 2 years. That and the time you started a grinder in my eyes, and the time you asked me to write you a letter of recommendation 30 minutes before the scholarship was due, and the time you said you'd be in the shop at 10 and didn't show up until noon. So maybe I do have a few complaints. Garth, you're somebody that has proven to me time and time again that you are an incredibly talented young man with a great work ethic and attention to detail. While you may bleed Mountain Dew, your maturity and responsibility make you someone that is viewed as a leader because people know that coming to you means things will get done and be done properly. You have been a true pleasure to have in class and work with. Keep burning rod. Lily, when are we going to have our race? You challenged me, and it hasn't happened yet, so I've got to wonder, are you scared?
Right now.
It's okay. Honestly, it's hard to find time for things like that between watching TikToks and making TikToks and bullying your teachers. Even though I do think you are the student most likely to take my lunch money, your bullying is usually positive. Asking me if I've drank enough water, asking if I've eaten lunch, and taking my energy drinks and pouring water in them.
Good job, Lily.
Lily, you love basketball more than anyone else I know, and I'm pretty sure I learned most of what I know about the sport from you. By the way, did you know that doing form shots helps improve your shooting? Lily, in 8th grade, I asked the class to come up with personal mottos that you would live by. I only remember one. On your binder, you wrote that your motto to live by is kill or be killed. I'm proud of everything you've accomplished. You are a genuine person and a straight shooter, and I will miss our talks about how much LeBron sucks, whales, arson, and all of your crazy what-if questions. Facts, slay, period.
My girl.
Josie, my main question for you is, when you're gone, who's going to run Spring Street Auto? I guess Randy has the next most seniority, so it's probably going to have to be him. I'm happy to say that since your 8th grade year, your sass has gone from here to about here. There's been some improvement. But you have come a long way from the girl that told me she hated me when I told her she was going to be doing public speaking. I can't believe September was already 10 months ago. Josie, you are an incredibly hard worker, and even though every project you did seemed to have some sort of hiccup, you always found a way to work around it and get through it, even though the bed frame you built did snap when you got home. Over the past several years, you have grown to become a leader and have stepped up in many ways, and you've grown up a lot since I met you as a sassy 8th grader. What I said about you 4 years ago remains true. You can roll with the punches, and you aren't afraid to speak your mind. Something else that I said 4 years ago has remained true as well. I said, I can honestly say that I love teaching this class because they are a group that is passionate, smart, and funny. Each day they have the incredible potential to be amazing, and most days they were. It is because of this that I'm excited to see how each of you realize your potential over the next 4 years. It is now 4 years later, and these students have continued to be passionate, smart, and funny, and have risen to their potential. There's so much more that I can say about each of you and stories that I could tell, like the time that some of you vandalized my car and apartment,
I saw pictures of that.
or the time you guys built the dog skeleton, and everybody thinks it's a dinosaur, or I can maybe even talk about some of your entries onto the Wall of Shame. In the interest of time, though, I will go ahead and move on. Another reason that today is special to me is because this is also the 10-year anniversary of my own graduation from high school. I won't claim that in the 10 years since I graduated that I've learned it all and have life all figured out. Because if I did, these seniors would say things like, well, Mr. Wright, what about the time you asked how much a $1 cheeseburger costs? Or, Mr. Wright, what about the time you booked tickets for the Holocaust Museum in the wrong month? Or, Mr. Wright, what about the time you forgot whales are mammals? You get the idea. As you sit here today, your life before you is a blank page, yours to fill with what you choose. Maybe you'll fill it with notes, write a story, or maybe you'll doodle in the margins. Many people will have advice, ideas, and opinions on what you should fill your page with, and you should listen and consider to the advice of those who you love, trust, and respect. But something that I have learned in these past 10 years is that ultimately the decision is yours to make, and you shouldn't be afraid to blaze your own trail. 5 years ago, I graduated from Montana State University with a degree in agricultural education and a minor in history education. And as any good, in-debt college student does, I started applying for jobs. When the interviews were done and the dust settled, I had offers from 3 schools: Battle Mountain, Nevada, St. Regis, and Hot Springs. Ultimately, my decision came down to Battle Mountain, which had better pay, a moving stipend, teacher apartments, and was a 2-teacher program, so I'd have someone to learn from, and Hot Springs, where they have never had an ag program or FFA. The pay wasn't as good, and I was the second option. On paper, the choice was clear. My dad, who I often looked to for advice, and everybody in my life was telling me I'd be stupid to not go to Nevada. You may be wondering which job I chose. As may be evident by the fact that I'm speaking here today, I chose Hot Springs. I took a path separate from all the advice and recommendations that I was being given at the time, and I'm glad I did. That decision brought me here and has given me 5 of the most fulfilling and important years of my life. As you go forward in life, filling your page and making your own path, know that not every decision will be correct, and not everything goes according to plan. We've all made those decisions that have cost us time and money, caused us heartache and pain, or made us feel embarrassed. In these times, remember your friends and family and all those who care about you. And don't be afraid to reach out to them. As I've told you before, have someone in your life that you can talk to. And in those times, remember the words of the poet and lyricist Curtis James Jackson III. Sunny days wouldn't be special if it wasn't for rain. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. As I said, teaching in Hot Springs has been 5 of the most fulfilling years of my life. And teaching students like your class is the reason why. Thank you all for making teaching interesting, a little stressful, and most of all fun. Your class will always have a special place in my heart, and I look forward to seeing your pages with, to seeing what you fill your pages with, and thank you for letting me speak today.
Staring out the window of their SUV, complaining, saying I can't wait to turn 18. She said I'm making my own money.
Hey, I can't see.
And I'm making my own moves. Mama put the car in park out there.
Just grab some. Oh, there's the thorn's gone.
She kissed her head. Said I was just like you. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. sun straight on, let me bring on my face. You know I'm real, but it's when I'm straight. And full of so love, so I'm okay. Hey. Don't wait, just like that, you're 6 years old and you take a nap and wake up thinking 25, then your high school sweetheart becomes your wife. Don't wait, you just might miss your babies growing like mine did, turning into moms and dads. Next thing you know, you better have a 50 years instead of bed, and you pray God takes you instead. Trust me, friend, 100 years goes faster than you think. So don't wait. I was glued to my TV, looked like you looked at me, said, let's start putting first things first. 'Cause when hourglass runs out of sand, any old Hank Williams song. Don't you see I'm a dinosaur? I should have died out a long time before. Help me on the dinosaur. Hand me my hat. Excuse me, man, but where's the door? Used to be, I had a lot of fun in this old hangout. We get stoned at the jukebox and stay out of fights. Now and then, light a little smoke in the truck out back.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gerald Chenard, Superintendent of Hot Springs Public Schools. And at this moment, on behalf of the staff, our board, and our students, as we honor our graduates tonight, we'd also like to honor 2 of our veteran teachers that will be leaving us at the end of this school year. So at this time, if you are here, could Ms. Robin Miller and Ms. Candy Franklin please approach the podium. We've got a couple of tokens of appreciation we'd like to present to you. It looks like we'll be presenting this to Mrs. Miller at her party that we'll be having for our departing teachers this Thursday. Please give a round of applause for Ms. Miller as well. Okay, without further ado, I will be introducing Mr. Nick Pavlich. Our counselor, he will be presenting our scholarships at this time.
Okay, let's get right into it. The first scholarship I would like to present is the Jack Essler Trade Scholarship in the amount of $5,000. This is awarded to a student who is going into a trade school, and I'm very proud to give this scholarship to Garth Parker. This next scholarship is from the Cabinet Ridge Riders. It is for a student who demonstrates a love of outdoor recreation, and this scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Josie Yuski. And now I have here the Gwen Cavallini Memorial Scholarship. This is awarded to a student who has demonstrated exceptional creativity. In the amount of $500, the scholarship goes to Sydney Bagoot. And now I would like to invite Elisa Dawson to the stage to present her scholarship.
Valley Banks offers scholarships to graduating seniors that are going on to higher education, whether it's to a university or to a 3-month trade school. This year, 3 Hot Springs graduates participated in and completed our scholarship requirements. The first goes to Lily DeTeen for $1,000. The second goes to Josie Yuski for $1,000. If a senior was the top money earner or they raised the most money in one category, they get an extra $100. So to Garth Parker, $1,100. And congratulations to all the seniors.
I would now like to invite up Brian Tiedemann to award the VFW scholarship.
This year we'd like to nominated Joshua Lee Graham for $1,000.
The Elsie Dondonville Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Josie Yuski. The Hot Springs Education Association in the amount of, how much? $500 to Josie Yuski. The Student Council Scholarship in the amount of $400 to Lily DeTeen. Is Taylor Stalmy here? Did she make it? No. Okay. The Harley Stalmy Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Garth Parker. The Sanders County 4-H Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Josie Yuski. The Hot Springs Schools Foundation in the amount of $1,500 goes to Lily DeTeen. The Hot Springs School Foundation has given 2 scholarships this year. The second is in the amount of $2,500 to Josie Yuski. The Lone Pine John C. McCoy Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who is related to someone who attended the Lone Pine School. This year, it is presented in the amount of $1,000 to Lily DeTeen. The Hot Springs Academic Excellence Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Josie Yuski. I should say these Hot Springs Academic Excellence Scholarships are given normally to the valedictorian and the salutatorian. Salutatorian? No one knows how to say it. So that's Josie, and also in the amount of $1,000, Sydney Bagoot. And actually, we're getting 3 academic excellence scholarships. Yeah, that's right. We're having fun up here, folks. The third of which, in the amount of $1,000, goes to Garth Parker. That's all the scholarships we have. I would now like to introduce our principal, Byron Woods, our superintendent, Mr. Gerald Chenard, and the school board members, Chairman Ricky DePoe, the Vice Chair, Julie White, Dirk Roosma, Jen Christensen, and Lynette Eck. Please come forward.
Okay, thank you. Now for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, the presentation of the diplomas. First row, please rise. Sydney Lynn Vagut. Josie Rose Yuski.
Good job, Jose.
Tayton Jacob Keller. Joshua Lawrence Graham. All right, first row, you may be seated. Second row, please rise. Garth Ropin Parker. Jared Thomas Phelps. Liliana Meredith Deteen. Austin David Campbell. May all rise, please. Okay, at this time, I'd like you to move your tassel from the right to the left to signify that you are now a graduate. And I present you the class of 2023. Please welcome Lily Deteen for the closing remarks.
That was fun. Thank you guys all for coming. We really appreciate it. Yeah. We've come to the end of our high school journey. Today we celebrate years of hard work, dedication, and growth. As we prepare to say goodbye, let us take a moment to reflect on the memories we've created and the lessons we've learned. We've grown in so many ways during our time here. We've learned to think critically, to solve problems, and to work together. We've discovered our passions and talents, and we've pursued them with determination and courage. We have made lifelong friendships and memories that will stay with us forever. Today we celebrate not only our achievements, but also our potential. We are the future, and we have the power to make a positive impact on the world. So let us go forward with confidence, determination, and hope. Congratulations, class 2023, we did it. We will be in the back if you guys would like to take pictures with us.